Wednesday.
You got that one, and then the Raiders lost, and
When C
then
lost.
you lost game 6 with his first win in fantasy.
Oh, I know. A bunch of
Uh,
complete shit show today. That was fucking crazy.
that's embarrassing, man.
Yeah, that was a fucking. That was just. That was like it was more embarrassing because you see
We'll get it.
you see some effort. You see some effort. It's just we just weren't good enough.
We'll show the emotions of all of us, man.
Left dog, and that's what's fucking so bad about this one.
See, but how do I get us? How do I get us on the stage, bro? There's Gabe. We got it. I'm what up, Low? Welcome to Raider Nation Live. Very disappointing night, evening. I hope all you guys are having a good evening. Very disappointing game we had today. And me and Gabe are doing this without Low today, just for a little while. He said he's gonna be gone for about an hour. So he'll come back on and run things for you. I know how he does a lot of the things, but I'm expecting a lot of disappointment in the comments and your reaction, Gabe. We had a halftime talk, and we were. It wasn't bad, but what happened already happened, and then it got worse. So. But let me get to the chat real quick, Gabe, and then we could just go on length with that.
Yeah,
we got Robert Pena in the house. Loco Stick is in the house. Chris Ariola, what's up? John Seven, Dan Studios, what's up? My boy Arkham Raider, what's going on, man? Dark Side 209. Dixon Cider, what's up? Ernest Biagi, what's up going on, bro? I see your name is just a Free Thinker. What's up, man? How's it going? Raider Deb, I feel you. SoCal Sal, what's going on, man? Geo, what's going on? Orlando Padilla, what's up? And Joe, it's not Joe Ali, it's Joe. Speedy Man 831, what's up, man? Welcome. I've never seen you before. All eyes, my Fresno partner, what's up? You guys leave some questions and stuff up there, man. I'll get with them. We'll get with them and see what happens. But give us some of your input and let us know what you guys think the turnaround was, or look at that freak. What's going on, man? Dodgers, Dodger fan. So is Gabe. Real talk, what's up? How are you doing? Thanks for being here with us today. Got about 40 up in here now. You know, me and Gabe get together, you know, we and Low, we were very disappointed, you know, about the game this evening, and I was frustrated, but I want to hear what Gabe's input is, and then, and you guys might be surprised on what I think. I'm hearing I'm one of the ones that I guess out of all of us that watch, you know, other shows of people that I know, that are people that I'm friends with, and I watch their shows and stuff. But the thing is that, you know, they've been saying that it's, you know, the coaches are ready. The coaches, I think AP got out coached. It wasn't the majority of things that happened happened because of the pick six. Now we got Gabe back. Dark side, what's up? Uh, I think the majority, but the triple effect of that, Gabe. While I have you, the triple effect of that pick six. You mentioned on our phone call that's where everything started from.
Yeah,
But
that was the beginning of the downfall, though, because like seems like they could never get back from they could never get all the way back from that momentum. Like that momentum just shifted so much that like, bro, we literally could go up 17-3, put them in a difficult situation, early. And the thing that we've we've kind of said, the only way you could succeed as this team is taking care of the ball. And last two games, I mean, we're lucky. Last game, it didn't hurt us in the end. You know what I mean? Because there was some big defensive plays, but yeah, it came back and bit us in the ass again. A defensive score from them, dog, just changed all momentum. And instead of going up two touchdowns, the game is tied. You know what I mean? And just from there, it just seemed like, I don't know, man. The Denver just rolled with it. Denver rolled with that momentum the whole rest of the game and could never really get off of it. Minshew played like, after that, looked like he was just I don't know, he was just like shell shocked, man. I don't know what it was, but after that he looked, and then that it was a bad throws, overthrowing, had no confidence in any of the throws. Offensive line wasn't helping out either, wasn't able to step into any throws. It just was a horrible.
Unfazed, House Junkies and Leaky Man, what's up? Vic Sacramento, what's going on? I think the pick six was a big factor in the momentum swing of the game, but that to me, that's something that you go through that. You're gonna go through that almost every game, Gabe, unless you dominate, the whole game. But it was just so obvious that we couldn't rebound from that, and it just piled and piled. Even defensively, bro.
Yep.
Denver's offense had their way with our defense, and then there wasn't any pressure. There wasn't any pressure after that. Max got his. Wilkins got hurt celebrating from I don't know. He had a sack, but from what? You jumping around for it. You were down by what? 14 already. Didn't have any momentum. You probably rally your team up. Is this an AP loss? Do you think AP should have rounded up the troops and should have did something? Should have said something? Get your head out of your ass, or what's up?
Bro, I think I guarantee that shit was said. It's just it's no fucking. It's just in the second half we couldn't get out of our own way. Injuries. Injuries. Yeah, that too. I'm not even gonna say that. Injuries, penalties, fucking just everything. Everything. Just we couldn't get it. Couldn't get it right, dog. In the second half, and it was just. What can you say? You know what I mean? It's just, and then the play calling again. You know what I mean? It's just so the whole fucking you run on first down at 2nd and 9, and you run again on. Oh my God! It's just getting very, very, very frustrating. Just watching the play calling over and over, and it's just. I'm. You can only put so much in what you can say to a fucking team. You know what I mean? And that's just execution. Fucking just not being able to get out of your own way. Mistakes when you're like the way you're supposed to win is taking care of the ball, and you make stupid ass mistakes like that in the red zone. When another reason why play calling to me again. Why the fuck are you even why are you even passing the ball right there in that situation? Why didn't you fucking run the ball right there, dog? Like, it's first down. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just I don't understand, but it's just all I don't know, man. It's just a recurring theme always for fucking the Raiders, and it is fucking tiring for sure, bro. It's
I don't know if if Getty realizes that, they'll do 5 games. We haven't ran the ball up the gut and his power, because he deviates from a power running game and then goes into, when he runs outside, to I see what he's doing. You know what I mean? So he goes into the zone when he goes outside, and if you're at first and 10, you get 1 yard, and then that's been every first down. That's what happens, bro. Every first down. What hasn't clicked in your mind yet that shit? Our offensive line has never overpowered in 5 games. A defensive line has never done that.
It's just bad, bro.
So then it's second down. You're second and 9. Then you're second and 8. Third down, you just like a plethora of passing plays that you could go onto that are going to probably be incomplete. You're not putting your team, your offense, in a good situation there by just doing that shit over and over. Be imaginative, Maybe that's why AP likes him, because AP is an old school guy, and that's the way they played football back then, where they had that big boy Jacobs and all these big dudes, and then they pounded the middle, and then you could dominate the middle. But if they're doubling up right there on James doesn't have a chance, and then you're not getting any yardage. So then your play action ain't gonna work. Your play action isn't gonna work, and then we try to throw to the tight ends on the side or do whatever. If he just would have threw that ball lower to Bowers, at least he would have been at the 2. Instead of throwing a pick, kind of looked like he was going for Myers. You know what I mean? He sounded like he was throwing in the coverage of Myers. Just threw it too high, overshot long balls.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm getting closer and closer thinking that it's Getty. That Getty's the one that's doing it. And then AP has to back this dude up. You can't fire an offensive coordinator. We're going to deal with what we did last year. He has to deal with it. Or he can make changes. He can say, hey, Philbin, give this guy something. I know Philbin's not this type guy. None of his Miami teams were like this. It was like greatest show on turf type shit with a running game.
Yeah, it was just a shit show, man. We were just
it was
bad again on first down. Bad again on first down, dog. And it's just, you start the game off, hot, 10-0. You get up, you finally start a game off quick. You know what I mean? Which hasn't been a theme, the whole year. You start off the game off quick, you get some momentum, and you keep you're keeping on with the momentum, and then the biggest fucking, it's like it seems like this should be happening like every time something goes good, dog, or is going good, some shit just like the worst thing that can happen happens. And that pick six was the worst thing that could happen in that situation, bro. And it's like we can never recover from that shit, which is that right there. That was just embarrassing, bro. That was just embarrassing. We like, you go up 17-3 and it's a totally different ballgame. It's a totally different outlook, because it's just the mindset of Denver is just totally different. But when you score on a play like that, and then it's 10-10 all of a sudden, when you've been playing, when the other team was basically running you out of the building at that point, you know what I mean? It was going to be 17-3, you know what I mean? And the way that they were doing it was good too. Bowers was getting his catches, Madison was getting some runs in there, you know what I mean? Abdullah had a couple of runs in there where, you know what I mean? It's like everything was going cool at that moment, and then you never could recover from that fucking thing. You just gave life to fucking Denver. You gave life to where, and it was just, you had a chance to maybe not even put them away early, but that was gonna be a totally different game if you don't fucking if that don't happen, bro. And that's one of the biggest things that we've been trying to be against. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta take care of the ball in the red zone. You gotta put up points, dog. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's a first down game. Like, it's just damn, bro. That was just
yeah, hurt. And then you noticed the penalties, the penalties stacking up. You know, the mistakes, the tackling. Oh my God, bro! Did you see all them armed? We went back to that. We went back to that them arm tacklings. Even with Jack Jones and Morrig gets drilled, gets shit handed to him where they had to take him out the game because they thought he got concussed, and it was just it lingers when you do something like that to stop your momentum, and it has to happen to our team.
Yeah, but like all this, like fire AP, like that's just not gonna like.
Nah,
I'm not even gonna really. I'm not even gonna really pay attention to it anymore anyway, because at this point, like it's until it happens, and at this point, it's just gonna be a reoccurring theme. We're just gonna be shit after shit after shit if we just keep changing coaches, dog. So it's like I'm not gonna pay it no mind until that shit's actually is a theme or somebody is getting fired or something like that. Because at this point, like, what are we gonna win by firing AP right now? Who the fuck are we gonna go hire? You know what I mean? We're gonna promote Luke Getsy. Like it's just like at this point, it's like that's not even.
It'll be Marvin Lewis. He's the assistant head coach by Marvin Lewis.
But it's not even something I would even entertain. We're gonna have to fucking. We're gonna have to fucking just be right now. As a matter of fact, like look at it how it is, man. Like this team, like I thought it was gonna be better. I thought this team was gonna be better, but I don't know. But with the way it's looking, with the quarterback situation, really now it's like the way it is. And now, like that offensive line, the way it's looking more and more like a rebuild. And so when it's looking more and more like a rebuild, and some fans were already calling this at the beginning of the season, is like, can you really indict fucking AP for being 2-3? If this fucking, because this team does not look good enough right now.
Yeah, I don't like hearing the AP shit, but I think like I said, I'm getting closer and closer to maybe changing this offensive philosophy that he has, and it's not working. It hasn't worked since game 2 or 3. San Diego, we couldn't run the ball. We started running the ball. What game? Baltimore. Then the next week we didn't do shit.
Carolina.
And then this week we didn't do shit. We got some good runs. Madison, our running backs were doing it
had
now.
Some good runs.
And our running backs was the problem. Were the problem then, but now, Madison's doing an all right job. It's just, and then you just think in a positive that if we would have had the other quarterback in there, Minshew got 2 first downs with his legs. So I seen that as a positive, but what he did with the pick 6 takes all that away, all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
Turnovers takes everything away. Turnovers and penalties, and especially in the freaking red zone, you cannot do that. You're gonna lose the game when you do that. And I don't think our defense even stopped them one series after that, right?
No, it was just after that, like after the penalty. I think after the injury to the second half, when fucking we didn't have Wilkins anymore or anything like that, it just looked like. And that the momentum too. The momentum carried them, because after that they just like they were doing whatever they want. They were picking up 8-yard runs, 9-yard runs up the middle. It just they had no push up the middle. No, it was just it wasn't good at all after that. After that interception, to me the game looked like it was all downhill after that.
Well, we always can't say that when things go our way, then we're gonna. When things don't go our way is when we gotta. That's when we're a good team and we react to that. So we didn't react to it. We didn't step up. Nobody did. Where was our leader Max at? Where was that's what we needed, bro. That's what we needed. We needed that. You know, even on special teams, they ran that ball all the way back to the midfield. You know what I mean? Good kick. Coverage was fucked up. Coverage was fucked up all day.
And you even see when they even made the switch to fucking AOC, dog, like same thing, same shit, dog. Like it's the offensive line is just bad, dog. Like they were just making him run around when he doesn't even run around. You know what I mean? Often, it's just I don't know, man. It was bad.
I expected him to get
sure. It was
I expected him to.
The offensive line looked bad. I mean, AOC had some cool throws right there too, but again, too, it's just what the fuck was that? What is that? That intentional grounding bullshit? It's just like I don't know, man. It's like you're not gonna get any better play, dog. It's just I just think it's gonna be we're gonna have to play damn near perfect games on offense with no fucking
turnovers,
with no turnovers to even have a chance to win games. To be honest, that's the only way we're gonna even have a chance to win any of these football games. We're gonna have to play perfect football on offense, and not perfect as in, you know what I mean? You're fucking throwing, you know, for first down, like all of that. I'm just saying you're going to have to pick up some tough first downs and be able to move the sticks, to be able to, like, you know, drive the clock. And the turnovers is going to be the biggest thing. That's the only way you're going to ever have a chance to win any of these upcoming games.
Dark side, did you see Aiden do anything more special than Minshew did? He threw a pick too.
1 second.
Dark side, he threw a pick too. All of it, you know, you thought he was better before mop up for him being in the game late and Denver playing prevent defense with 7 guys in the back and only rushing 4. They rushed 4 the whole game. They rushed 4 the whole game and got what 3 sacks, 4 sacks on all our quarterbacks, 5 sacks maybe. And dominated our offensive line. That's 5 guys on 4, and they dominated us on offensive line. We should be able to run the ball right through that. Just with one double team. You should be able to run the ball like that. What up, Dark? But I tell you what this.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Aiden shouldn't start next week. I'm not saying Aiden shouldn't start next week because I'm pretty sure, like, after you make that move, Aiden should probably get the start. I'm just saying, don't expect any like a night and day play out of the quarterback, bro. Like, the only way we're really gonna be able to win games is we're going to have to fucking take care of the ball, dog. And that's the only way we're gonna even be close to winning some of these games. Like you know what I mean? It's because at this point, it's you know, it's a quarter of the season and a little bit more than a quarter of the season now, because 5 games is technically more than a quarter of the season. And it's like we don't have a good offensive line. Our quarterback play is what it is. We have no running game really, and that's just it. What we're gonna have to play. Defense, you know what I mean, could only hold us up for so long because we're like I'm not saying that we are no top 10, no top 5 defense, nothing like that, but our defense can only do so much at certain points, dog. And it's all because this offense is just that bad. You know what I mean? We were in a groove at that in that first half, you know what I mean? And then it is what it is, bro. Like, it's just we're going to have to play some damn near like, and then the big thing that arises today too is the penalties. One thing that's been like a, you know, like a calling card of AP since he's taken over the team, and it just looks like that we could definitely, you know, put on AP because, like, you know, you have guys disciplined, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, when shit's going, you know, like what it has been going in the last 2 weeks, you know, that these penalties are starting to show up again, and it's just, I don't know, man.
It's dumb ones, Gabe. It's dumb ones like jumping over the center and leaping over the center when you had a missed field goal. It's a 59-yard field goal. Do you get the ball almost midfield? I mean, that's just you can't do that. They tell you can't do that, but the dude does that. You know what I mean? That's why I said special teams for. So what do you think about this, Gabe? I'm already at this conclusion that both these quarterbacks ain't for us. Okay, I'm already at that conclusion. I've seen too much incompletion.
It was going to take a very good start. It was going to take a very good start from whoever won the job, and now you're on your second quarterback, and it's like, unless the offensive line, flips a switch, I don't see much better play out of out of AOC.
I don't think,
and that's AOC. Not even, and that's not even going to be like too much of AOC's fault. I just think that it's not going to be a good thing, dog. It's going to be bad.
I don't think AOC should trot out there next game.
I think AOC should start for sure. You don't think AOC should go out there next game?
I don't think he will.
I think it's going to be AOC because
it happened once before.
2 games already. It's 2 out of the last 3 games. You putting him in late, and I just think there was this right here. It was just like, I don't know. I just feel like that this was they made that decision a lot earlier this time, and they made it after a second interception after that other fucking humongous interception. I just have a feeling that they're gonna go with AOC.
See, I forgot about that other pick.
Yep.
Because I knew that Aiden threw one too.
Yeah, Aiden threw one in his first fucking. I mean, that was off of Brock's hands, but he shouldn't have made that throw anyway.
But with this offensive line, bro, you need somebody that can move. With this offensive line, you need somebody that'll move, or you're gonna take a sack. So you want to lose yards, or you want to maybe get an incompletion or a pick six.
Yeah.
The same thing applies. So I would. What you have Devontae right now. Throw his ass out there and get a damn quarterback. And you got money that you ain't using, and you got a number 1 receiver. Get the damn near best quarterback that you can get.
I think that boat has sailed, bro. But we never know. I mean, nothing's ever guaranteed. But
if you want to win games, you want to win this year.
I mean, I would send his ass. To be honest, right now, I would send DA to the team he wants. I mean, they're fucking trash too. I mean, the Jets look like they're trash too. I mean, I would go send him to where he wants to go. Get some fucking compensation back for it. They're probably gonna get desperate after that loss, after the Vikings loss. You know what I mean? Look, because they have no time to wait for Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers is getting older. He looks like he's not the same Aaron Rodgers. He definitely does not look like
he put a hamstring just throwing, bro.
Definitely does not look like a comeback player that Kirk Cousins is off of an Achilles. But I would send him over there, man. I would send him there and fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, get the best return that you can get. They're probably going to get desperate. I think the Jets could be the team that gets the most desperate out of any of these teams.
Did Mike G go to that game? He was at that game, huh?
Yeah, him and Pyro.
Let's just sound like that, name.
That's the thing, though. He's gonna go, and the same thing. The karma's the thing with DA is the karma's gonna end up biting his ass, dog. That he's gonna go to the Jets, and then Rodgers looks like he's done anyway. He's probably gonna play a year or 2, and then he's gonna be stuck in the same situation when the Jets have no fucking quarterback either. So I would really go send him over there and fucking make him suffer over there in New York. It's another fucking horrible franchise anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was surprised on a lot of the games today, but I was more surprised on ours how we played. I was excited, ready to go. First quarter, the next thing you know, I'm over there sitting on my couch, we're in the garage just moping. Wasn't a good feeling, man. It's never a good feeling. It's never a good feeling when you get beat by a team you're supposed to beat. I don't think that I don't think they have the talent or
They don't. They just don't.
the players to beat us. But I think they got the coach that AP got out coach. So,
And the crazy thing
but
is that
that's not the physical play on the field. It was the undisciplined type stuff that he's in charge of. You know what I mean? That was pissing me off too. When I coach football, Gabe. You know that, and I'm really into being disciplined and doing things right now. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
don't want the I don't want the guys to be undisciplined. So I'm looking at things like that, and to have 6 penalties or more than that, 8, when you average 2, and it keeps going up every game.
crazy.
It's dumb penalties. The dumb penalties, the ones that hurt you when the clock's not running, is what's worse.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. If it gets, all in all, if it gets even worse, I'm not gonna be satisfied with this rebuild shit. I've been through it too much already, bro. I'm starting to hear that now. Like I've always said, you can't tell none of them players to give up.
No,
But you can lose the locker room.
Yeah.
I don't think he's lost the locker room. I just thought we got outplayed and we lost momentum of the game, and it affected us. Plays affect you, and that play did. And I bet you.
Yeah. The Janarius Robinson, that was another fucking horrible fucking play call, because you get, that's another fucking momentum thing right there, bro. Like you're just adding to their momentum. Like when you're finally trying to break their momentum, because that was just
missed the field goal,
stupid play calling to do what you did at the end, and to give them even the ball back, to even give them a chance to get the ball back and get another fucking chance at a field goal, and then they miss it, and you fucking cause another stupid ass penalty like that, bro. It was just penalty after penalty. And then if it wasn't a penalty, that 100-yard pick six, like, it's just those type of things you're never gonna win a football game like that. Like when you're on the receiving end of those type of things, you're never gonna win football games like that. It's gonna be very hard to win fucking football games.
Very rare that you win a game.
Especially with our team. Like our team has to bank on being disciplined, because that's something that's been, the calling card of AP. So being disciplined, taking care of the football, running the football, and playing defense, and like it just hasn't happened. Those were supposed to be our what we were supposed to, kind of like be like that scratch and claw, team that's going to be, in every single game. But the inconsistency of everything, dog, like just the like everything that we were banking on that we were gonna be good at, that's exactly what we are the worst at right now. Last year at the end of the year when we had that fucking, that little run of, getting AP, established as one of the candidates for the head coaching job, is because we established the run. We became a gritty team. We played defense. We took the ball away. We were disciplined, and it just has not been the case this year, bro. Definitely has not been the fucking case this year, and it's just if we're gonna want to get back to anything, and the great thing is that, like, the only silver lining is that we're 2-3. You know what I mean? We could damn be fucking 0-5. We're 2-3, and
it's not that bad.
The only way we're going to get back to anything, to any type of resemblance of winning football, is if we become that type of team. Which those type of things we can do. That type of thing, this team has the ability to do. This team has the ability to be disciplined. This team has the ability to maybe, like be the gritty team. But like the way that they've been playing, bro, and the way that they've been showing, is just not it. It's just not it, bro. And like, because we're not banking on talent. You know what I mean? We're not banking on talent. We got to take care of the football, be able to run the football, and play some defense. And, and be disciplined. And like, it's just like, can we win football games like that? Yeah, but like the way that we've showed up in the last 2 out of the last 3 weeks, I can't fucking guarantee it in any game. Like, it's just fucking scary every fucking game. Every game going into every week, it's fucking, a fucking, I don't know what team we're gonna get.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly. I was just gonna say that. Well, first of all, much love to Raider Dev for kicking down the 499 spot. Thank you, Dev. She says one of the most embarrassing games in a long time, and there's tons. Fucking of the 8-game winning streak against the Donkeys. You know, you had to know that was going to end, Gabe. You know, you're not going to go all these years without beating the team. And I really didn't put my, anything into that streak. You know, I knew it would end someday because that coach is going to get his players and they're going to be pretty much all right. The thing is that Bo Nix is not. We made Bo Nix what he is today, and this is exactly what we said the last live, Gabe. We said we can't make Bo Nix look like this badass fucking quarterback when he's not. And there's gonna be a lot of people out there that's gonna say, "I told you we should have got." I told you Bo Nix is better than both our quarterbacks and all this. He's not. He's not at all. But there'll be a couple out there. And then Auntie Six with the $2 spot. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Cam Ward. Cam Ward is good. He has his team undefeated.
Cam Ward is good. But
there's still a lot of time. There's still a lot of time to
we mess that up, that we have to really, really, really suck to get Cam Ward. I kind of don't want to be in that type situation. I want to win, Gabe. I'm done with this already, bro.
Yeah.
I'm done with this already. You know, the only bright light was that, I don't think we really can't say, also, we really can't say that, Devontae was there, the Surtain wouldn't have had a game he did. Surtain's the best, highest paid corner in the league. So he gets paid more than Sauce does. He gets paid more than these other ones. He's a damn good corner. What makes you think that he would have just snatched that ball away from Devontae too? He's catching up to Devontae fast. So he's gonna be.
That was put right in his fucking hands.
We're gonna have to deal with this guy for years to come. So this ain't gonna be the first one or the last. Not pick 100 yards, but I'm pretty sure it won't be the last that we'll see of Surtain, because he's really good. He's up there with them, if not the top. That's why he gets paid so much. And when we're talking defensively, you see Eichenberg out there. What was your assessments about him? And together with Spelling, how did that tandem look for you? They ran the ball on us. So, what did you think about that game?
About what?
About Eichenberg and Spillane being together. What was your assessment of that?
Bro, it's just, bro, like what I seen today out of the defense and what I've seen all year is that these motherfuckers don't wrap up at all.
Al Mao wasn't wrapping up.
Nobody likes to fucking wrap up anymore, dog, and that's just like becoming very, very fucking frustrating, dog.
Morig got blasted, and he missed a lot of tackles today too.
Yeah, it's just nobody likes to fucking wrap up out there, man.
But does that have everything's gonna be boiled down to this pick six. So these guys aren't wrapping up. These guys aren't tackling well because of a pick six.
No, I don't know what it was. It wasn't even before the pick six too. They were making some plays even before the pick six where it's like, you gotta fucking wrap up, dog. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You know what I mean? It's like
basic fundamentals.
Plays where you can have them like at 1 yard, they're picking up 6 because you're not wrapping, or plays where you have them behind the sticks and you could possibly can't get them off the field. Nah, they're picking up a first down. after fucking multiple fucking broken tackles because you can't wrap up. Like, it's just, that was just bad, bro. And then our running backs or something like that are getting tackled by arm tackles and fucking going down on first fucking contact. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's fucking.
You gotta strap up. We gotta wrap up.
Sundays are
fucking. A new slogan: wrapped up, shield up. That's what you gotta do. It was a frustrating game. It's hard to laugh or crack any jokes about it. Just shitty. They fucked up my Sunday, man. You know, even a little loss, 7-point loss. They broke the streak. I didn't give a shit about that. But you know, when you bust 27 or was it 30 on us in the second half in one half, man, that's what irks you. That's what get at you. That's what makes you pissed off. Raider Night, good to see you, Mr. Guerrero. Don't even want to ask you, man, what you thought about that game, but they busted all over our face. Ooh, shit, in my opinion. They did. We didn't shield up. We didn't wrap up, so they busted all over our face.
Yes.
They joking on us. But hey, if you guys got any questions that me and Gabe could address your way or ask, we're pretty emotional right now about the game and what we see. It's fresh in our minds, so maybe we can help you out and tell you guys what's up. But you know, do we have the confidence that we could come back with a win in Pittsburgh?
I don't know, bro, because we were all week. We were like Madison, and it's just he didn't look any better than fucking Zamir, though. Madison had 15 carries for 38 yards. He averaged 2.5 yards a carry.
That's the norm. That's the norm.
That's his longest run was 8 yards.
8
yards.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's the offensive line, bro, and that's what I was kind of like saying. Is like the offensive line is just bad, and I thought it was gonna get better maybe with these two rookies, but yeah, you know, that was a thing that and you see what Cleveland is this week too, when they got rolled on again this week. So it's like, oh man, it's just back to the drawing board, man. Back to the fucking drawing board. Like, we can fucking sit here and pout all fucking day, but at the end of the day, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? Our O-line is trash. We're going to have to fucking try to figure something out, bro. I don't know what it is, but I know Pittsburgh's coming in this next week. Pittsburgh don't fucking scare me. Pittsburgh ain't no team they ain't no world beaters. They're 3-1, whatever. But yeah, they're no team that we can't beat. Like what I'm saying, like if we go in there and we play like we play a game where it's a clean game, which I don't have confidence in right now. You know what I mean? But if we can play a game where it's clean game, Pittsburgh is not a team that's going to have us, you know, fucking, they're this fucking, you know, best team in the fucking league. Like, that's not that, bro. They're not that. So can we get right? You know what I mean? Can we get right with you know, playing against Pittsburgh? Yeah, we can. Do I have confidence in it? No. But it's just, we're going to have to go back to this drawing board like now, and I think there's going to have to be some, to be honest, I think there's going to have to be some major changes, bro, man. I think this week,
there's going to have to be some chin checking
because it's
for the locker room.
I don't know what it's going to be anymore, bro, because I don't know, man.
I don't know what's going on with Miller, man. You know, is he still hurt, or if he is, put someone else in there, bro, because he's having his worst season ever.
Trash, bro. Our offensive line is
with these new guys, we were lucky that Minshew was mobile. No matter what Minshew did with the pick six.
Our best run today was Abdullah because he broke, but other than that, we had another game that looked like it looked like the first fucking 3 games. If it wasn't for that Abdullah run, we literally had another game that looked like the first 3 games, which a non-existent run game. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, it's just and who's gonna I don't know what it is, but I'm not gonna put all the fucking blame on. I'm not gonna just make all the blame go to AP. Like that's the easy scapegoat. That's the easy scapegoat, and that never gets us fucking anywhere. Fucking, what are we gonna do? Fucking fire him? You know what I mean? Like fire him right now? Like that's just not gonna get us nowhere. You know what I mean? That shit. It's not gonna get us nowhere, bro.
You fire AP, all the negative shit that's coming from the chat now, you got what you wanted. And then
it's just not, that's not going to do anything for us. That ain't going to do anything good for us at all. That's not going to do anything good for us at all. Like, I want to keep AP for at least 2 years. For me, AP has to stay here at least for 2 years. Though, because if he ain't here at least 2 years, then what the fuck did we even hire him for at all? There's no reason to even hire him in the first place. If you're not going to even keep him, give him even that means you're fucking already setting him up to fail for the beginning, which at the end of the day, that's exactly why we're in the same spot over and over and over and over.
Right now, because of that.
Yes.
Ben Johnson.
Hire Belichick. M-Face says fire AP and hire Belichick. So you want to go back to the fucking stupid ass fucking Patriot way bullshit. Like that right there, like Unfazed, please, bro. Just keep
better than that, bro.
Keep that over there shit with that 30 white boy over there, dog. If you watch that show over there, keep that shit over there, dog. That narrative over there, because that shit ain't never happening.
You weren't saying that when we was gonna hire AP. No, nobody was. No, none of these people that are in here right now were saying fuck AP. He lose 3 games this year, and they're ready to cut the dude loose. Come on, man.
Keep that fucking narrative, that Belichick narrative over there with that stupid ass white boy that fucking swears that he fucking is anything, dog. Like I just today is one of those days. I just wish I would have seen him just to beat the fuck out of that pussy boy. Fucking whoever is in this chat too, go tell that fucking faggot, fucking Raider Ben bitch ass motherfucker too.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about that he always be in the fucking parking lot. That fool don't show his fucking face. He's a fucking pussy boy.
Belichick has holes. He said players should have hiring a coach. The players, I think that was a big influence. A lot of the players wanted AP. And AP, he ain't doing nothing. Nothing, it's an execution of the team that's doing okay. You can look at penalties.
Now I just want to go to games just to see if that fool shows up. I just want to go to games just to see if that fucking pussy boy shows up. Because I'm just right now. I don't know, man. I just want to be mad at something and just take it out on something else. And I'll be at the Rams game, bitch boy. You say you've had plenty of chances or whatever to do something. I'll be at the fucking Rams game in the pink lot. I'll even fucking tell anybody. I'll give them my fucking location, pussy boy. And I hope somebody clips this shit up and sends that shit to him. So I want that motherfucker to talk shit about me. And I'll be right there. Fucking filming from fucking the lot. I'll be filming from pink lot, waiting for that pussy boy.
The Raider game needs to hit a punching bag.
No, I need to hit that fucking pussy punching bag right there, dog. He's gonna be my fucking punching bag. Talking about breaking jaws. That fucking pussy boy is gonna get fucking depressed and go cut himself. Fucking bitch. Who's a bitch, dog? He's gonna go to the doctor and get some more pills. Fucking have to go fucking get depressed again. And leave YouTube for a while. The fucking bitch.
Did something new happen, Gabe, or am I new to something, or what?
Nah, I just heard him fucking mention. I just heard somebody clip some shit, so like him still sending some. He's still trying to fucking mention our names over there. So If he wants to mention our names, he can. I'm gonna oblige him now. I'm gonna be right there at fucking Pink Line, and we'll see what he fucking has. See if it's stupid. And I'm gonna be at every other game that he says he's gonna go to. What if he ever says that he's gonna go to a game, which he won't because he's a fucking pussy. If he ever even says that he's gonna go to a game, I'll make sure that I go to that game. I'll make sure to go to that game just to fucking beat the fuck out of that bitch.
Leaky said he likes this game. Let it lose, brother. Well, shit. I don't want to get you more upset, but how the Dodgers do? It's just a bit of jacked up weekend for me too because my little boys.
The only fucking good shit that happened was last night in the fucking UFC. I won some money off of that shit, but yeah, I want to fucking fight just like that shit. I want to fucking damn, dog. I want to beat the fuck out of that fool, dog. For real, dog. Like
they call you Gabe Spillane, bro.
I hope he says some shit about me, dog, because I'm gonna bake it. I'm gonna make his ass fucking eat whatever fucking words he says. He says he's gonna be, because I know he's gonna see this, and I know he's gonna say, "Oh, I've given them plenty of chances." I can already fucking picture this stupid guy because this guy says the same shit over and over, and he never shows up to nowhere, dog, because he's a fucking bitch.
Don't start that.
But I'm gonna get off of that shit right now. I just want, please, somebody in this fucking chat, clip that shit up and send it to him. Please, do me a fucking favor.
You probably got guys. You probably got. I know a lot of people that are in here that do watch both shows.
I'm tired of this fucking bullshit.
Want some money?
Taking the fucking high road. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna fucking go back to my motherfucking roots and see what this fucking bitch ass fucking has to say when he's fucking face to face with me.
Who's D-Mokes? What is that, man? What does D-Mokes have on there? Gabe Spillane is on fire.
Yeah, leave that fucking alone for
Vic
now.
Sacramento. Yeah, that's what he's talking about, Vic. I thought something new had happened, but it's the same old shit. Just Gabe's a little upset.
No. I heard it. This was recent. Something sent to me fucking recent that he's still talking about, you know. And then I was in a chat the other day, and he was stupid ass wanted I wasn't gonna fuck up nobody else's chat. You know what I mean? And it was on AR's chat, Avocasi. And I wasn't gonna fuck up his chat. I wasn't gonna fucking talk shit on the chat because you know what I mean. That's his chat. I ain't trying to fuck it up. But he had a little subliminal shit to say. You know what I mean? And I ain't got no subliminals. I got something straight for him to say. I'm directing it straight to him. I ain't got nothing subliminal to say. You got something to say to me, bitch? I'll be in whatever lot that you want me to be, and I'll beat, and we could do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, we met Ben last year at the game. Basically, that's where all this started. Basically, that's where it all started. Charm City, what's up, man? So this is AP fall. Online says that.
No, we're good.
You got a little fandom right here, Gabe.
Nah, we good. I just needed to make that shit clear. So that fool he'll know. There ain't no fucking, if he wants it, hey, I'm more than welcome, buddy.
Man, I wish I was as young as you guys were. I wish I was that young where I could say shit like that, man.
Fucking dude is a fucking lop, dog. That fool's a fucking idiot, dog. He just loves to run his gums, dog. That fool's a fucking dumbass.
We got people in the chat that want to ask it. Yeah.
I got the whole fucking. If I were to everything, I would fucking turn in my fucking silver and black colors if I were to fucking lose to that motherfucker, dog. I guarantee you that shit ain't definitely not happening.
It's bong time for Gabe. Take a rib, Gabe. That's what they're telling you. Take the rib.
Yeah. Let me get my fucking bong, dog. Let me get my fucking bong.
Let it flow through you, brother. Well, get back, Pyro. If you ain't back yet, man, get back. Have a safe trip back home, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. Make sure you get fucking straight back on that, cause fuck Denver.
Did you went to the last one too? We got to win last game, so it was different.
Yeah, they got the win last one when him and Mike were over there.
Mm-hmm. That's cool, man. That's good. You guys meet each other up over there. We got to get Mike over here.
Fucking, it's just. I don't know what has to happen this week though, dog. Like, they might need to let fucking fire in their ass. They might need to go have to fucking somebody to fucking go fucking be that mad at it or something. I'll be mad at their damn selves. Or the fucking god dang, man.
Send Gabe, man. Straight Monday, because they ain't got Wednesday off. Monday, the film day, they gonna send Gabe over there getting that ass over
light
there.
A fire under that ass, dog. Fuck, bro. Like, that shit's just. Today was fucking just bullshit, bro. Especially the way you fucking start that game. It's like, damn, man. And we got the Steelers this week. We got the Rams after that, dog. And the Rams look like they're gonna get healthy by that time. So
I'm worried about both these games, bro. I'm worried about
both of them. I'm worried about fucking both games too, dog. Like, I don't give a fuck what the record the Rams have, dog. Like, it's none of these fucking games the way that we look are going to be.
No, you're not talking about getting cut back in Puka, are you?
They might be getting Puka. They might be getting Puka for sure.
Oh, he's gonna have a slow start. But the receivers I seen them having were just as good. There were no name dudes. Yeah. There were no name dudes. The Williams kid, his other guy.
Yeah, but they're not.
They know how to drive, bro. They know how to drive, bro. I'm cool with Turner.
Yeah, but they still gonna pull off the win today because of that, though. You know what I mean? Green Bay still ended up pulling it up at the end.
Yeah, that was a great catch at the end, though, by what's his name? I seen that. That was my dad's team.
None of these games give me any fucking confidence, dog. Like, we're going to have to play some very fucking. I really do think that it's time for AOC, because and not even because it's like it's just such a great fucking change, or this is gonna be like what we need or anything like that. I just think because it's almost kind of like, I don't know if it was part of their plan or whatever it is, but I think if they knew that if they started off something like this, they were gonna make the change, because like you kind of heard that in the beginning when they made the announcement that Minshew was going to be the starter. Like, they made the announcement, and then the reasoning behind it was because he gave us he probably gave us a better chance at the start. You know what I mean? He was gonna probably get us off to a faster start and all of this shit, which I think now that it really hasn't, came to that, where I think that they were probably expecting a little bit better play out of it. And I think now they probably go to AOC, because I think it was always meant that if Minshew struggles at any point, it was going to be not a quick hook, because if it was a quick hook, they could have made the call maybe, a week back or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they could have made the week ago or 2 weeks ago. But I do really think that was like, I think today was probably enough for them to be like, okay, we're going to give AOC the shot.
we already threw picks. He didn't score after that, and then. Did we make the mistake by just, he's only started a game only at Jacksonville, and then what he did in Indianapolis, but legitimately have his own team to where he had control of the team, which I never thought that he had control of it. Was why would you go into a season just like that? And I'm not gonna say we just should have rode with AOC because we probably would have had the same problems.
Yes,
but those would have been.
But those too. That's what I said earlier too. Don't expect just because we're gonna go to AOC that we're gonna get this night and day quarterback play. Yeah, that we're gonna get this night and day quarterback play. I do agree that let AOC play. I really do agree with that because I think at this point you kind of, not that you're forced to go that way, but I just think that you got to see maybe what he has to see if he can light a spark because. After what's been going on the last 2 weeks, and with that type of performance this week, that Minshew just, I don't know, man. It looked like he kind of almost put his head down after that shit. It didn't look like Max ain't gonna go get in your face all the time and fucking do that shit. You know what I mean? That shouldn't have to be the case. You should be able to get yourself, be able to turn the page after you throw an interception like that, and it just. After that interception, it looked like he just was down the whole rest of the game. Making overthrows, just like wasn't making the right reads. I just didn't see the same issue after that interception. And then it just, I don't know, man. It just, at this point, I think you got to kind of go with AOC.
What up, Afakazi?
But I do really think that it's not going to be. Hopefully we get better play, but I'm not expecting like a fucking all-star or a Pro Bowler out there either, dog, because the offensive line still is the offensive line that we have. That ain't changing.
That needs the most work for any quarterback. That needs the most work. We ain't got Jaden Daniels out there running 30-yard runs because he's so fast and agile and things like that. The dude made me shut my freaking mouth, Gabe. You know what I mean? Because there was no way that we were gonna get this guy. But just imagine if we did. We still would have the same offensive line. We wouldn't even have got JPJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
We wouldn't even have got JPJ or Glaze. So we would have been out there with Pete and Whitehair and Parham and Mumford. And I think Daniel still would have been running the ball around all over the place just like he is now.
Yep.
He surprised me. He's surprising me right now. It's not expected because he is an athlete, but damn, that kid's gonna be special.
I believed in Jaden, dog, since the beginning, man. Since they were fucking calling that he was the favorite for the Heisman and shit like that. I was like, we gotta try to go get this guy, man. I was here. I heard about that dude play around here, like in like those varsity sports, like the fucking the paper around here, like the 24/7 fucking like the high school fucking
the high school stuff
around here. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just like you hear about that dude. Him and CJ Stroud. You know what I mean. We're kind of guys that came out of this area, like, and I don't know, man. That dude just grew up to be a fucking. Every year he was getting better and better and better. And I mean, you fucking seen the year that he left Arizona State, his fucking teammates were fucking stealing shit from his locker room, saying that because he transferred out of there, they were taking shit from his locker room, saying he sucks anyway. He made them eat them words, dog. And like, I don't know, man. I believed in that kid, but I mean, big ups to him. You know what I mean? He ain't a Raider and all that shit, but man, it's like, I just don't think, like, now looking at it though, I never really think we had a chance at it at the end of the day. Like,
nobody would have traded.
They were never gonna get off of that pick. And to be honest, the only really way, to be honest, we had the only chance we had at that fucking pick was keeping Josh McDaniels all last year. That was the only chance we had at making that pick. If we would have kept Josh McDaniels all of last year, because I think the team wouldn't have played for him, we would have tanked by default almost. You know what I mean? Like, not because they wanted to tank, but because they didn't want to play for that coach. And that's probably would have been the only fucking viable fucking way we could have fucking got a top pick, because I just think once we made the coaching change, we weren't a very, very bad team. We were just one of those teams like middle of the pack, and you know what I mean? We just were never going to really have a real shot at the top quarterbacks.
So you don't think AP got us maybe a couple of wins last year? Maybe one or two wins extra for
his
motivity?
He got his win. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
We wouldn't have had. We would have had.
But those extra wins caused us to be at 13 and not in the top 10. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, I'm not trading wins for anything. You know what I mean? But like, I just don't think we never had a chance at like Caleb or Jaden Daniels, which he's the real prize right now. I mean, Caleb looked pretty damn good today, but it's just we never really had a chance at them.
Raider Vision, with a vision that I had watching the game today. What do you think about what this guy said?
I mean, if the Steelers,
welcome Raider Vision. Welcome Raider Vision. Subscribe to our show, please.
The Steelers are supposedly like that. That was one of the, I guess, the reports of last week. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but supposedly like that once things like start getting a little bit, you know, closer to deadline, whatever, that they're willing, they're prepared to make an aggressive offer. What is that aggressive offer? I don't know. They have two quarterbacks. You know, it sounds like, you know, I mean, I don't know if they get 2 losses in a row. You never know if they go to Russell Wilson and Fields becomes that guy that becomes available or anything, because right now it's, you know, Dallas is winning. So if Pittsburgh drops 2 in a row and they only got 10 points on the board, you know what I mean? And Justin Fields has under 100 yards rushing and only like 10 yards rushing. You know what I mean? So, passing, I mean, so it's
he got hurt, bro.
Who, Justin Fields?
Justin Fields got hurt. I think he could. There's a white dude out there right now.
Oh shit! See, that's the thing. Like that's the thing again too. Like once they're gonna probably play Russ. So do they trade Russ? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I think they're waiting for Russ to come back. So I think Justin Fields becomes the actually guy that becomes available.
Then you would have to get rid of Getty.
But no, but the thing is that, like, I don't know, man. I don't think that's the way Fields is playing right now.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah, Fields is playing right now.
That might have been a. He said he got a good.
The other guy threw one pass.
They're down right now, 13-10, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Dallas has the ball. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's just going to be tough, man, because right now, you trade for any one of these guys, you're really only trading for, like you're trying to hit lightning in the bottle. Like, I'm rather do what you got to do, you know what I mean, and wait the year out, man, if you have to. But, like, I think you have to make, and I don't care what it takes. You got to stop, like, worrying about, the future draft picks, our future draft picks, If you have to trade 2-3 first-round picks, you got to go get your fucking quarterback. I don't give a fuck if we end up 7-9 or 6-10 or whatever it is, 6-11, and you're not in the, say, like the top 5 to get a quarterback. Well, you have to jump in the top 5. Like, regardless of where you end up with losses and wins and all of that shit, you got to make it a fucking priority in the offseason to go get that fucking quarterback one way or another. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, I don't know if we did have a real opportunity. I really don't think that, because I think there was guys that were, I think Washington and the Bears were really, really, really like high on those guys. So I really don't think we had a real chance at those guys. But there's a lot of teams that don't need quarterbacks, because they still have even quarterbacks in the waiting. You know what I mean? So I think this 1 year, next year, regardless of where the wins and losses we end up at the end of the year, you have to be aggressive no matter what in this draft. and go get the fucking guy that you want. No matter what, bro. Like, it's not. It's no more time for fucking. Oh, it's because we didn't want to. We thought the price was too steep. Fuck that. Go get the fucking guy. If that guy ends up paying off, that price didn't matter.
But what if it's a guy? What if it's a guy like Fields or Wilson or Hendon Hooker?
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying too. Go get the guy that you want to get. You know what I mean? Go get the guy that like that is comparable. Like the last couple years, you've had the supposedly the mind to go get those guys, right? You wanted, like, if we were able to go get the guys that we wanted, those would have been our changers. Like they overrode fucking Ziegler for fucking CJ Stroud, right? That would have been a guy that we identified. If we would have probably want to go get, that would have probably changed our franchise. You know, AP was really high on Jaden Daniels last year. Our whole team was high on Jaden Daniels. If we would we identified that guy, if we would have made an aggressive move to try to go get him, that would have been a great move to probably change our franchise. So this next guy, if you go identify him, we can't have an excuse like, oh, this guy overrode us, or oh, the price was too steep to try to go fucking trade up. If you identify a guy like this in this next draft, and that's the guy that you actually go, I don't give a. If we fail, we fail. But I mean, we've been failing for 20 years. Let's go try to at least go get him.
At least you tried. At least you tried now. I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Gabe. If it's this next year. But I don't want to wait this next year. I want something to happen now.
No, that's what I'm saying. Regardless of where the wins and losses, I'm not saying like we're going to be. I'm still refuse to be like, oh, we're still going to lose, you know, the majority of our games. Like, that's why I'm saying, regardless of the wins and losses, if we end up still 9-8, like if by some miracle we end up 10-7, like, I don't care. We still have to fucking figure out to fucking make it that we get our guy.
I hear you on that. We got to give up. If we let it go by, and I don't think we threw the best deal out there for Washington to give. If you threw 4 number 1 picks for 4 years, they would have took that shit. They would have. So I don't think they offered them that. So we're never gonna know.
That's why I'm saying,
we're never gonna know.
We can't fucking be stuck on the price is too steep, or you know what I mean, or like the other stupid fucking thing, like override by a fucking coach. Like, you're the GM. You shouldn't have been overrode by him. You're the fucking GM. Mm-hmm. That's why Ziegler needed to be the fuck out of here too. Like, at one time I thought, you know what, Ziegler made some cool fucking picks and he got overrode. It wasn't his fault. Now fuck that. You should have had balls and said, fuck you, I'm picking CJ Stroud. And you probably would have still had a fucking job.
Yeah, with a different coach. You know, you would have had to fire your coach. But then you got him fired, and so did you. I thought Ziegler did a good job, you know.
But that's the downfall right there. That's the downfall. Like, you got overruled by a coach where you should have fucking made that call. You're the fucking GM.
Yeah.
You're the general manager.
And Telesco's, we know, I'm confident that Telesco's in charge of this team. Do you think that too?
Fuck, man. It's seeming like it for sure, but I just think we need to fucking we need to be aggressive in whatever fucking the plan is for this next draft. We have to be aggressive and go identify the guy that we have and go get him. And go fucking get him, bro, because like we can't just be worried about, oh, trade for fucking Hendon Hooker, oh, trade for fucking Spencer Rattler, or fucking, you know, from the Saints, try to get him, or go get fucking, you know what I mean, this guy from this team. Like, I mean, the only really one I would actually like entertain with, because that's the guy that we kind of wanted. Like, if we were to be able to make a fucking miracle move and trade him to Atlanta, you know what I mean, trade DA to Atlanta and get Penix, that would be, you know, a dream scenario type shit, because then, you know, you can get him here. But it's just like, I want to identify that if Rattler was our guy, you know, if we were identified as Rattler our guy, that we would have got him in the draft. Like, I think that don't force the guy to try to come here either. You know what I mean? Like, go make the necessary moves to go out and scout the guys that in college or make the fucking necessary moves to go out and identify your guy that you want to have come in. You know what I mean? Don't go out and try to get a guy that and force him to come in to a situation when you didn't want him in the first place. You could have drafted those guys. You know what I mean? We didn't have a chance to draft Penix. That's why I say that would be a dream scenario. That would be like a dream type of scenario if we could do that, because we didn't even have the opportunity to draft Penix because fucking Atlanta threw that wrench in the fucking draft. But as far as Spencer Rattler and all of these other guys, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, they were there. They were there too. Rattler, and
like it's like
the other one. But
I'd rather put the fucking, you know, the resources and all of that shit and go fucking go send somebody or two fucking scouts at every fucking college game, every fucking Miami game, every fucking, you know, every Georgia game, all of these fucking games or every Alabama game for Milrow, like all of these games, you gotta fucking go send guys out there, bro, like, and identify who you want to be your next quarterback.
They got it. They'll do it, but then we'll call it a reach because it won't be the guy that we want. You know, Cam Ward's a great quarterback. You know, if we got to settle with
the guy that we pick. I mean, it could have been Jaden Daniels. You heard some people last year saying that Jaden Daniels was going to be a bust. When I was saying this and that, like you heard people saying that Jaden Daniels was going to be a bust and all that shit. Like at the end of the day, you're never going to satisfy everybody, regardless of who we pick. But as long as we identify that guy and that guy ends up panning out, he'll end up changing everybody's mind anyway. But the thing is, we have to go identify that guy and get him. Because first we got to get him in the building, and then he could prove everybody wrong, the doubters wrong. You know what I mean? But we got to get him in the building first.
Ready Rebel, what's up, man? Quarterback is going to come in a fixed situation in 1 year. Has only 2 on his contract. How do you know that? Rebel? You're the only one that knows that he has a 2-year contract.
He has a 2-year contract for 2 years. They signed up for 2 years for AP, but the thing is that, like, I think the evaluation comes after that. You know what I mean? Like, do they sign him? Like, obviously, you can't have 2 losing years. No, that's why if this year keeps going the way it's going, next year's going to be a fucking very hot seat. You know what I mean? At the end, like, who knows at the end of this year how the end of this year looks? You could have that situation at as close as the end of this year, because our fucking franchise just has never. We go through that every year.
He's already a lame duck coach already.
Well, with that contract, that's what people thought at the beginning anyway. You know what I mean? It was going to take, you know what I mean, him, you know, putting some shit together quick, because he doesn't have a big leash. I don't agree with already him being under the hot seat. You got to give him at least a year. You know what I mean? You got to evaluate how the team, what is this, but it's just at the end of the day, dog, it's like we're in a tough situation right now, but like we say, like we could go on a 2-game winning streak and all of this shit can switch up in a second, bro. Like football, it's a game, it's a week-to-week game. Like, you know what I mean? Last week we were big 2-2. Then the DA shit happens. Like, football season takes you on a roller coaster. We want to avoid that at all costs, but damn, bro, this already this year it feels like I've been to fucking Six Flags. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know what we're gonna do for the rest of the year, but the only way is we gotta build.
I ain't gonna call you that, dude. I ain't gonna call you that. Your name. I ain't gonna call you that, but he said Marvin Lewis take over. Look at the pedigree of Marvin Lewis, bro. Marvin Lewis was the defensive coordinator for one of the best defenses that ever was assembled. But when he got to become a head coach, never went to the playoffs. How many years was he at Cincinnati, dude? Like 16 years or something like that. Not one playoff
Yeah.
appearance. That's a guy that you want. It's like what we had now, or what we.
Yeah.
It's worse. You know,
Like
this guy is guiding the
I just
coach that you guys wanted, and that everybody wanted, and he's making bad decisions now. So Marvin Lewis definitely ain't got no. His input ain't doing shit.
I just think
So
it's everybody. It's somebody always has to be the
we're overreacting.
scapegoat. I think somebody
I
always
think
has
we're
to be the
overreacting.
scapegoat, and right now it's easy to point the finger at AP because
AP, yeah.
people were already on him since the beginning that he had no experience and all of this shit, and it was just I think a type of thing where almost like not wanting him to fail but waiting for him to fail, almost type shit. You know what I mean? Like you already have like a mindset of waiting for him to fail. You know what I mean? Which I've never looked at it like that. I want this guy to succeed at all costs, bro. Like I'm not waiting for him to fail. I just think that at this point right now, it's execution, all of that shit, bro. Like, and you know what I mean? Like he said since the beginning, dog, he's going to be learning on the job. This is the fucking thing. But you know what I mean? We want this guy to like be this top guy. But like if when that's what I'm saying, like it's all a thing of perspective, dog. Like because if he's talking but we're winning, like this is like the cutting edge type coach and shit like that. You know what I mean? But since it's that, you know what I mean? It's I mean, and I'm sorry, but like it's like they lose, and you're gonna get this criticism at the end of the day. But I just don't think that I'm not ready to give up on AP. For me, I know that there's gonna be a lot of people who already are because they were probably on the fence with the hirings since the beginning. You know what I mean? But I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready to fucking. I'm just not ready to do that yet. You know what I mean? That's all.
They weren't saying that last week.
That's all. I'm just not ready to fucking call it a fucking day for AP yet, dog. It's just way too early in his coaching career, dog. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, damn, it's like giving up on somebody that's, you know what I mean? And he hasn't even fucking performed to like where you can say, damn, with the experience that you think that he would have, and with the way that the Raiders have, with some of the performances that the Raiders have given, dog, like in these last couple of games, and not this year, even last year, where you could say like this was a fucking overachieving team because we had AOC as a rookie, we had fucking Bo Hardegree as a fucking, you know, a guy that was just thrown into there as a play caller, like, you know what I mean? And when you would think of a coach like that with no experience, they have no business winning any of those games. You know what I mean? Which that's what like nobody takes that into account. Everybody just wants to look at the ugly. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like there's a learning curve, dog. And I just think that he's going to. I think that's the type of coach that I think he's going to get it before he does it. Like I think it's all of these are learning lessons. Well, I mean, I know that none of us want to wait, but did we think that we were going to get a fucking just the best coach out of the gates? You know what I mean? Like that's the other thing too. Like, damn, man, we're just so impatient. I mean, I understand the impatientness because we haven't been good for 20 years, but I don't even think it would be different if we would have won the Super Bowl 2-3 years ago. It's just, this is always going to be a narrative with the Raider fans. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't perform in a couple games, you're going to get thrown under the bus. That's just our fan base.
I agree with you, Gabe, fully on that one. Rebels in the chat a lot, surrounding themselves with a coaching staff. We also hear a damn good team that I don't think he's blown it up. You're just talking about DA or
wait. And he didn't blow it up.
He didn't blow it up.
The team that made it to the playoffs, Josh McDaniels inherited that team. He blew it up. He blew it up and got all kinds of fucking guys that wanted to run the Patriot way and all of that shit. He blew up that that playoff team. And so you still have you still have guys that are lingering around from that team on this team. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just think we have to get rid of a lot of those cancers too. I just think that when you look back at, I think where you could compare to a coach that had a start similar to this, and not even similar to this because his start was even worse. And I keep going back to him, is like a Dan Campbell, dog. And look at where Detroit is now. You know what I mean? Like Dan Campbell came out with no experience either, bro. You know what I mean? Young dude, fucking with rah type of coach too, and just had guys, like that. And now, you know what I mean? It's like they went fucking 2-14 in their first year. Nobody was screaming for them to fucking, or even if they were screaming for them to lose his shit or whatever, they didn't. And you know what? They stuck through it and they fucking made it through. And now look at that team. That team's a powerhouse in the NFC.
Probably got the best team in football right now.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't see the benefit in fucking getting rid of a coach every fucking other year. I mean, we've talked about it for years and years and years. You know what I mean? Like that's just not, that never leads to winning football ever. Changing a fucking football coach every 2 years, it just never ever win. It never accounts to winning football ever.
So let's see, failed. I can bring in his own head coach. Hey fellas, what Jesse Bam MX, what's up, man? It's up to Raider Nation Live, Raider Game 420 and Coach Gravy. We each have our own individual shows, but this is our.
It was just a shit show today.
Yeah, we were all a little pissed off, but by Tuesday, by our next show, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think
we'll be all right. We'll start talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh's losing right now. I mean, that's shit right then and there too. I mean, that becomes another fucking big game. That right then and there, if Pittsburgh can't pull this one out, that becomes another fucking big game, because that's another AFC team that's right in front of us. That if we beat them, we literally get the tiebreaker with them. Like, every game's so important, dog. Like, regardless of, you lose one, and that's why I'm saying, like, regardless of how you look at this year and how you think that we've trashed and all of this shit, and I'm not saying that we're like we definitely have played like it in more games than not. You know what I mean? But every fucking week, bro, this shit could change. Like, because this it's so unpredictable every week, bro. That you got teams losing, you got teams that were, Super Bowl favorites are fucking 1-4, 1-3. You know what I mean? Like same record as us. So it's like, I just think it's going to take, and I keep preaching this, and this is going to be the only way that you're going to get any real fucking like momentum, like to like start fucking like getting a like winning, dog, is you're gonna have to string a couple games together where you look good too. Not these fucking games where you're gonna have to string a couple games together where you're not. And I'm not saying win by 10 points, win by 50 points. I'm just saying look good, as in look how you're supposed to look, where you're disciplined. Where you're not fucking turning the ball over. You know what I mean? And you're playing, solid defense. If you could play 2 games like that, and you can make it tough, and you can string 2 games together, dog, and you can actually play like that, where that's the identity of this team, that, and that's the way you're going to be able to pull off any type of wins. Like, you're going to get this same type of narrative every week. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get fucking us being mad, talking shit about all the players. Like, that's just what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? We can't sugarcoat it either. Like, this shit was a shit show today. Fucking log. We owned that team for the last how many years, bro? You know what I mean? It's like, to show up like that. And the fucked up part is that, like, they actually showed up. They played today. They fucking woke up. They weren't asleep at the beginning of the game. They fucking started off fast.
Mm-hmm. And that was out the norm. That's what I like. We talked about that on our phone call.
And they got bullied after. And they just, after that interception, they just got fucking bullied.
So we didn't get rid of Devontae Adams right away. He asked for a trade, so that was his decision. From what I heard, he got hit up about his business decisions, and I want to stop saying that, but he got hit up, and he probably was going to get the same thing as Jack Jones did, but he wasn't down with it. So that's what I think, and he thinks he is a baller. So good luck on the other squad, dude. He's not there. He I don't even think he would have been a factor in this game at the second half. You know, maybe things would have been different if he was in there, but the way he was playing and his mentality, I don't think anything would have changed. So just once you get a player like that's just out for himself and don't want to block for his running backs, don't want to run routes fast enough, don't want to do things, you deserve what you get, bro. I'm gonna stay that way, and I don't care what he does on the next level, on another squad. As at the offensively, I don't think we're creative. I don't think our run game is just so blah. You know, there's nothing, no movement, no nothing. We blame it on the line, but it's the play call, and it's just a power type structure, and we only get a yard at a time. And then when we're 3rd and 8, you know, we get pissed off and blame it on Minshew, but it's not. It's actually, that's Getsy for running the ball twice and only gaining 2-3 yards.
No.
So that's the way. See, all that pain, violence, I'm with you, Dixon Sider. Pain, violence, ill intent, that ain't with us.
Yeah, they just gotta learn how to. I don't give a fuck what it is, bro. Like something that you have to, like, I don't know if it has to be planned before the game. Like this next game, just try not to fucking even run 2 fucking plays in a row because it's not fucking working. Don't even try to run 2 plays in a row. Mm-hmm. Just make that a fucking, like, put that on the bulletin board. Do not run the ball 2 times in a row at all for all game. Let's just try it. Fuck, man.
If we go on this, and this lingers over, and we don't get Pittsburgh, we don't get the Rams. What do you see happening here? Do you see any major changes? Because we're limited at quarterback.
0-2 in the next 2 games.
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but
if we go 0-2 into our bye and we're fucking 2-5, damn. I mean,
it's hard. It's hard not to think that. It's hard not to think that, Gabe, because what you've seen today.
No, at that point, that like you are what you are, bro. You know what I mean? And I just think we're going to be, if we lose the next 2 games and we can't figure out a way to fucking win one of these games after this fucking, again, this shit show of a performance, though, like, I don't see us fucking, like, I see us getting a fucking high draft pick because of how bad we're gonna be the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't sugarcoat anything. Like, fucking, if we lose the next 2 games, shit, I'm not gonna have no actual, like, confidence in winning any game. Any game. You can't win one of these next 2 games.
You're saying guys that are playing good right now, but I don't. Justin Fields ain't having a field day. Sam Darnold, that's the only one that's probably stepped up. It was expected of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's a good quarterback.
Justin Fields has 130 yards. He's playing cool. He's playing good, but not having a field day.
You know, no one knew who Sam Darnold was going to have this type of year. Nobody did. If you say I knew Sam Darnold was going to show up like this, you got me out your mind. Unless you're his cousin or his dad or his brother or something like that, and you're rooting for him all the way.
Hey, Sam Darnold he's making shit happen. He's the leader for fucking MVP right now. leader for MVP right now, for sure. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. Like that. That's play calling those over there too.
He was a number 1 pick, wasn't he? Wasn't he a number 1 pick overall?
Yeah.
Where'd he go first?
He went to no, he didn't go to Carolina first. He went to the Jets, right? No, the fuck was he at?
He's been on 3 teams.
I don't remember. I don't
Rams.
know. He was with the Jets, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was with the Jets first. That's when he was talking about seeing ghosts, like when they played the Patriots. Then he got traded to the fucking Panthers, and now he's with them, right?
He's in Minnesota
now. He's with the Vikings. Yeah, now he's with the Vikings and he's balling.
Oh, you know Sam Darnold. You don't know the whole story about Sam Darnold, the USC guy, bro?
The redhead?
Is it Sam Darnold, the USC guy?
Yeah, but it's just they have some good receivers over there too, man. I just think they have some good play calling over there too, and they have a pretty good defense. The Vikings are playing good right now, man. They just have momentum. That's what momentum does for you. You start off a year right. Momentum could do a lot for you, bro. Like, and that's why I'm saying, like, you can, if you can pull off 2 games in a row. Like, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if it's Pittsburgh coming in. Like, it's not a team that scares me. I don't have confidence in my own team as well, though. But I definitely am not fucking scared of Pittsburgh coming in and being a team that's going to dominate us or anything like that. Like, I don't see that. You know what I mean? But it's just, I don't know, man. We just got to be able to have a fucking real look into ourselves, dog. Like, all those players got to really look themselves in the mirror, dog, and just be like, what the fuck do they want out of this fucking year? What the fuck do they want out of this year, man? Like,
you want to go up and down, up and down, up and down.
You got to fucking, you claim you wanted this coach. You claim that you were ready to fucking run through walls for this guy and this and that and this and that. It's not looking like it, man. Like, it's not what it looks like. And I know it's, some people are calling for AP's job already, and I guess to them that feels warranted to them, but I just think that these players ain't doing them any favors either. These players ain't doing AP any favors. You know what I mean? So, oh man, it's just. But these are the guys that you also fought for. They fought for you, but you also fought for these guys too, because you had a chance to. You had money still left over. You know what I mean? You had money to play around with. Could have got rid of some guys or whatever. You know what I mean? So these are also guys that you fought for too. Like, so that's why I do understand to a certain degree that, like, this does fall on AP, but I'm not ready to fucking, burn down the house for it yet. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying.
And the guys that we had a lot of mo about last week, Morig, he had a great game last week. He looked like shit today. Palamau, my guy, the one I picked, looked like shit today, missing tackles. That's basic fundamentals of football, Gabe. Basic fundamentals of football is to break down and tackle the dude. You over here tackling with your arms, thinking that these running backs and big wide receivers are just going to go down with that. It ain't going to happen.
Defensive holdings, defensive offsides, fucking pass interference, offensive pass interference. Fuck, bro. Like, unsportsmanlike for fucking leverage on a fucking field goal. Like, stupid fucking penalties, bro. Stupid. I can remember all those penalties. I can remember all the penalties, bro. Like, that's how crazy it is. Like, they all stick out in my mind. Like, that's how fucking bad it is, bro. Like, all of those penalties that I just named were fucking penalties in this game.
And more, there was more.
Yeah, and then the fucking grounding.
I think we were close to 10.
Intentional grounding. Yep, there's fucking multiple fucking offensive pass interferences. It's just, it was a shit show, bro. Like that was just bad. We were shooting ourselves in the foot, even when we had chances. Even when we had like a opportunity to maybe get some momentum back, we wouldn't. We would shoot ourselves in the foot with the fucking penalty.
Mm-hmm. But the off and on play is gonna end up biting ourselves in the ass. You can't win a game, play good, and then I'm not saying they're relaxing or whatever. The want to's there, but it's just I don't know. The inconsistency of this team is just the norm for. You say 20 years, I'm saying 25, but for 25 years, that's what I've seen.
Yeah.
At least we have some safeties back when you had rules that you could pop them in the damn head, do something. I'm sure AP ain't gonna mind if that receiver gets the ball and you blow his helmet off. He ain't gonna mind that 15-yarder. But if he just blatantly missed a tackle and hit him out of bounds, that's
it's just
not.
Bad, bro. That was just bad penalties.
Bullshit.
Bad penalties. Bad penalties. Bad turnovers. You're never gonna win a game like that ever, and that's why it looks so bad today.
And so, what do you think that AP's interview is going to be tomorrow, bro? You think it's going to be as typical, nonchalant? We got to get better. We're working on Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What about the Devontae thing? Oh no, that's done already.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be that. I mean, I definitely think it's going to be that. I mean, I don't think he's going to be calling out anybody anytime soon because I think he learned from that shit. I think he's not going to be saying, definitely not going to be saying that business decisions type shit anymore. Like, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It was just bad. It was just bad all around.
Well, but it's not a good thing for people that are in the chat. We don't feel good about it. If this was a very, even though Lowe was here, he takes a lot of the pressure off me. He gave by looking at your guys' comments and things like that. I'm sorry that I didn't get to everybody's questions or what you were saying.
I heard a lot of what you guys said. You know what I mean? And I trust me. I hear you guys. I hear you guys about the APs. I hear you guys about, tired of this and that. You know what I mean? But it's like, I think we just got to pump the brakes a little bit. I mean, for sure, there's definitely fucking reasons to be fucking worried and definitely reasons to be fucking upset. But let's not burn the house down just yet, man. We're 2-3. I think we still have a lot of opportunity to fucking grow on this team. But today definitely was a fucking a very like our fucking one of our co-hosts, dog. It was very low. You know what I mean? Today was a real low today, dog. You know what I mean? But and all eyes, definitely. Please.
And to give him credit and to give him credit,
don't bring that into this chat, please. I ask of you guys that, please, because that shit right there is just fucking Belichick to the fucking be saying Belichick to the fucking them. Like,
that's just the only coach that's out there that's good. That's a good coach, and they're just saying him. We don't need a coach. We just need the guys to do it, and then he's gonna get his guys. We got to give him and Telesco the guys to do it. You need the dudes, and if you don't have the dudes, you're not gonna win, and that's the way football is. It's always been that way. You can't win with nobodies. You can, but not. It ain't gonna be a lot. You ain't gonna win for long. The team with the better dudes is always gonna beat you. Today we sucked. Just put it like that.
We suck. That's an understatement.
And tomorrow we're gonna go back to work.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're gonna go back to work and have another day.
Yes, we are. But it's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
At the 1 yard line. They didn't go at the 1 yard line. 35 seconds left.
He fumbled it.
Who fumbled it?
Dallas. They got it back to him.
Damn, Gravy wants to go inside and talk shit right now to his girl because he's a Dallas fan. I know he wants to talk shit to his girl. He wants to be like, "So you guys lost too."
I can't see.
You don't want them to score. I know you don't want them to score.
I want Prescott. I want Prescott to run it in.
I want Dallas to. I hate fucking the Cowboys, but at this point, like anybody in the AFC could lose. I don't give a fuck. Just keep us alive.
If you're watching that on TV right now, if you coach football or your son's a running back, tell him never to leave his feet. That's what happens almost always. That's what happens.
It's going to come down to the last play.
What is it, 30 seconds left? How much time? 30 seconds?
30
we'll
seconds.
Stay on till we'll stay on for a reaction, Sunday Night Football reaction.
Real quick, this is the last play of the game right here.
What? I have 30 seconds.
Somebody's going to call timeout right there. 26 seconds. Timeout. 4th and goal at the 4-yard line. Timeout. Dallas. Last play. Last play when they come back from timeout.
If I can have a microphone close to my house right now, bro, right by the door,
yeah.
You'll hear it, bro.
So the 49ers, the Raiders, and the Cowboys could have the same record at the end of today if they fucking lose, if the Cowboys lose.
For real?
Yeah, the Cowboys, the Raiders, and the 49ers could all have the same record if the fucking Cowboys lose.
I got a Starbucks I got a Starbucks coming to me tomorrow at school, at work, because the 49ers lost. They were so confident.
If we would have won today, we could have been like, motherfucker.
Yeah,
what's up, fucking stupid ass Niners, stupid ass Cowboys? But nah, we gotta be in the same.
You wouldn't have been all mad, bro. You wouldn't have been all mad. You would have just let that shit flow to the side.
I was waiting for that shit, waiting for something, but
yeah. And sometimes it takes a game to bring that out of you, Gabe. You know, I understand what you mean.
I just like. No, because I just heard this shit the other day too, and I was like, I was cool. I was just cool, just chilling in the chat. And so he wanted to open his stupid ass mouth, trying to fucking send some subliminal messages in that shit. All right. I'm gonna make it known. I'm gonna make it known. Fuck the subliminals.
How many timeouts again? No more timeouts.
No more timeouts for any team. There's no more timeouts. Nobody has a timeout left. So this is the last play. This is the last play, and then Pittsburgh has a chance to kneel it one time if they stop them. If not, then Pittsburgh will have a couple plays.
Did you see the water coming down their stairway, bro? Did you see all that shit?
Huh?
Did you see in the beginning when the game started? All the waterfalls.
I was looking at the fucking before the game. Some people were like, there was like an outside view of the shit, like of the stadium. That shit looked fucking crazy, dog. Touchdown.
They didn't get a touchdown.
Yep. It looks like it's gonna be a big game against Pittsburgh next week. We could literally fucking jump ahead of Pittsburgh with the win next week, dog. That's how fucking crazy the NFL is, bro. Like, as bad as we've looked maybe in a lot of these games, we beat Pittsburgh next week and we're ahead of Pittsburgh and a lot of other teams in the AFC. Like, that's the crazy thing about the NFL, and that's why it is called
division, bro.
That's why it is called any given Sunday too. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like any fucking game, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We can get right back into this, but we gotta get some stability, and we gotta get some consistency in the building, dog. Because if not, it's gonna be a long fucking year. It already feels like it's already a long year. It's gonna be a long year, but
this is the year that been through too much shit already, bro. You know what I mean? Already, 5th game of the season, already too much shit.
Wait, did they take the play away? Did they take the touchdown away from Dallas?
No, it's 19-7. Here's your point. See, they got a stupid penalty. Offsides. Made it closer. Now they could go for 2. But there's 20 seconds left, bro. They ain't going to come back unless they get it.
Nah, you got to go for 1. You got to go for 1 and put the fucking thing. This season is weird as hell. You ain't lying, Raider Dev. This season is fucking weird as hell. Already. And we're only 5 games in. Who's going to get fucking desperate for a fucking receiver, dog? Pittsburgh, the Jets, Atlanta, the Saints. Who's gonna get desperate for a fucking receiver? The Cowboys. You know what I mean? The Cowboys could get desperate. Like I just think that the only good thing about this situation that we can say is that there's gonna probably be a lot of teams calling. So we might be able to get that second round pick that we're looking for.
Did any good receivers go down this week? I didn't notice any.
So like that's why I'm saying like that might be the one thing that's the silver lining out of this situation. Like we might be able to get that fucking second rounder that we're looking for in the trade because of that.
Buffalo, I think Buffalo.
Because there's so much teams that are, you know what I mean?
Buffalo
might get desperate too. Buffalo might get desperate too because they lost again today.
They should be desperate right now. They lost
again today, and they need a number 1. So I think that like I think that's why I was saying like you can't. I do want him out of here faster than sooner rather than later, just because of just all of the shit. But at the end of the day, like I think if you could wait a little bit. A lot of these teams are going to get desperate. So one of these teams is going to end up getting desperate. And like, especially a team like Atlanta, maybe, they lose a game and they like, knock on wood, I don't like any receivers going down for that reason. But like a receiver goes down or something like that from their team or any of those teams like the Jets or Atlanta, where those teams are teams that kind of need to win now because they have older fucking quarterbacks like a Kirk Cousins and a fucking, Aaron Rodgers, where they might get desperate and fucking send that second round pick and compensate the extra compensation that we want. So that's the only silver lining I think out of that. But yeah, man, that's like
this is what they're saying. What about Mike Williams in a second?
Mike Williams from the Jets?
Mm-hmm.
The receiver? I don't think we need a deep threat. He's a deep threat. You know what I mean? I don't think we need a deep threat. I think we need to shape Tucker into that. I don't think we need that. I think I'd rather go get one of their, like, even if it's not one of their top defensive pieces, I'd rather get anything out of their defensive pieces, like a linebacker or something like that. You know what I mean? I'd rather get something like that than that. Or offensive lineman if you have one. You know what I mean? Throw in an offensive lineman or something.
But it can't be. I don't want a backup, bro. I want somebody adequate. A number 2 pick. That's all that's adequate for Devontae. No, you got to get a player out of it too.
We gave a first and a second for Devontae, but the thing that fucks us up is that the thing that fucks us up though in that situation is the money thing. Like teams are reluctant to do it because of the money situation. Now, if we're able to take on some of the money, I think we could get a lot of what we want in return. Just that we're gonna have to pay some of that salary.
If they have, they're basically renting them for a year unless he wants to sign there. So wherever we send them to, they're just renting them for a year.
Darren Luden, that's the situation as of what it is right now, because there's a lot of teams that it's still early where I think teams are not willing to give up anything more than a third right now. But that's why I'm saying the more that I think that you wait and a team gets desperate for one of these situations where, you know what I mean, a receiver goes down or something like that, a team will end up copying up for a second, because Mark Davis has also said too that, like, at the end of the day, if he doesn't feel comfortable in letting him go, then he still has DA under contract and you will still have to honor that contract. So like, I like that out of Mark Davis though. Like, fuck it. I mean, at the end of the day, play some hardball too. Like, fuck all of that shit too. Like, you gotta You can't just say like give everything that like into the demands or say everything that that just sounds right for in his situation. Like you got to be able to be like we're gonna, if we don't get the second round pick that we want, then we just might not trade him, and he has to honor his contract because we do have him under contract.
He ain't gonna play for us no more. That'll be a distraction, and you might as well just get rid of him.
But I think that makes teams, and I think that's gonna make a team give that second round pick that we want.
Shit, I had a dream, bro, that homeboy he changed his mind and said, you know what, this and that, and we took him back, and he ended up balling. I had a dream about that, bro. That he did that.
That's
just after an old man dream, bro. It was in black and white shit. But
I honestly think that if he really wants to get out of here, he's gonna have to show, I think, one more time. Like if we don't trade him next week, it's because teams are not willing to give up what they want. And in order for him to get out of here and go where he wants, he's gonna have to put on the uniform at least one more time and have one more game or something. Because teams are gonna have to see him healthy. That's why they're not willing to give up anything either.
They see that he's balling, and then he'll do it. Well, if he goes up there half-assed, DA don't have to prove nothing to nobody, bro. So just stay packed, and my hamstring hurts.
That's why don't want to. That's why teams don't want to haven't really been, that because that's one of the reports out there, like that's one of the things, and I don't know, man. We'll see.
And he's an older dude too, 31. This ain't going well for him, bro. This ain't going well for him.
I just don't think it's a good look. I think the only way he gets traded is to one of those teams that's like a Saints or a Jets, and it's going to be because one of the quarterback is gonna kind of like vouch for him. One of those quarterbacks is going to vouch for him, which is going to allow us to get, I think, close to what we want in return for him.
So you think how confident in you that AOC starts Sunday?
Pittsburgh defensive line, they have a good defense. I'll give it a good 90% chance that AOC starts.
Damn.
I'll hold out 10% for Minshew, but I just think it's AOC time right now.
Show me in the chat what the percent of AOC starting. Just for 3 minutes. A percent that you think you'll try. Dude, Watt will have a field day with the AOC.
But that's way that there's been other ways to, like, I think that the game plan has to change though. You know what I mean? Because if you do have him in there, I think it's more of, you know what I mean? You try to chip him as much as you can, you know what I mean? And you go all the way, but they do also have Cam Hayward in the middle. But like, and another big thing too is how big the injury is to fucking Christian Wilkins.
Celebrating what? What was he celebrating? You down by 17? Down by 20?
Cowboys fucking won, huh?
2017.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna be going ape shit. They're gonna be going all crazy. It's a Super Bowl now. Watch out,
bro. They still have to worry about. They have to worry about Washington in their shit.
And the Giants got to win today. The Giants got to win too.
But they got to worry about Washington. Washington's 4-1.
Washington's on the up and up. Minnesota too. San Francisco lost. San Francisco got beat.
NFC's not looking like that. Those top NFC teams, the ones that were previewed to be those top NFC teams, It's like the other team, Minnesota, Washington, Atlanta, fucking even Tampa Bay looks pretty good. You know, like Seattle looks okay. Like I know Seattle took a big loss today, but those are your division leaders right now. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Lord Rashida right says 40%, so he thinks that
still Minshew. I just don't think Minshew. I don't know, man. I just think that like it wasn't a good indication when they asked AP after the game, who's the quarterback. He didn't answer shit. Like, you know, he was really quick to answer in other games where he said
fast, bro. That's way too fast before he can make decisions like that, bro.
No, I know, but like in other games, he was already quick to say Minshew's the guy. Like Minshew's our quarterback. Minshew's our quarterback. You know what I mean? Like that was, you know, this was that. Even in the game where they put in, you know, AOC at the end, he was like, oh, it's because, you know what I mean? We didn't have anything going and, you know, we put in AOC. But today when they asked him, he was like, we don't know. We don't know who's the starter for next week. You know what I mean? He didn't say Minshew was the starter next week. Like he already made it clear. Like Minshew doesn't have that that nod next week already. You know what I mean? So it's like it's gonna be. I think they're talking about it right now. You know what I mean? Him, Telesco, Mark Davis, they're talking about it right fucking now.
Chris Ariola has a great point, dude. That I forgot totally about this. It was at the end of the game.
Yes, bro, that was so stupid.
That reminded me. That reminded me of the guy that played with us 3 years with McDaniels. The other guy that's with the Saints right now. That's exactly what it reminded me of.
That press conference was only 3-4 minutes long, dog. That was one of the shortest press conferences after a game that AP has given.
We get the fuck out of there, man. Get out of here.
And that's one of the main things that stuck out, though. That are you going? Is it still the plan going on Minshew because of the change? And he said, "We don't know."
Mm-hmm. But every time you make a decision, you need 3 or 4 other guys that need to do it with you. Just do it. This is my decision. This is what I want to do. Like
Minshew looked fucking I don't know, man. And like picking his boogers, looked like he was fucking had a mean mug face. He kind of clapped a little bit, but I mean, you got to do that shit. I think that's just like normal. You have to do that shit, but it definitely looked like he, yeah, he lost his job. I don't know. To me, it just looked like he lost his job, dog. I don't know why.
He looked spooked out there. Chris, don't start this and bring back
picking his boogers and eating them and shit.
Like a little kid, huh? It's like a little kid.
Uncle Moco Rico. Uncle Moco Rico.
Desert Raider with the bomb real quick.
I just don't like, you know, what I didn't like about, like, I don't know what it was, though, but I thought Minshew was like, I understand, like, he's this, like, for some reason, I don't know what.
I thought different of him, too. I thought he was like a grinder, pounder,
more emotional. Like, he just knows, like, has not really no emotion out there, bro. Like, even when, like, it's, like, down, like, he throws the interception, he's just, like, moping around type shit. Like, I just figured him as, like, I don't know why, like, when you usually have a quarterback like that, like, with that type of attitude, like, you know, like, oh, like the Uncle Rico type shit, you think of those type of guys, like, oh, they're the energy of the team, they're going to, you know, this and that, but I just have not seen that shit out of Minshew. Like, he has no, like, sometimes he just no fucking emotion, dog. Like, not even like good or bad or anything. Like, it's just.
No wonder he just kicks it by himself, bro. Like a loner, bro. Did you see him get? Did you see him get pancaked when he threw that pick and try to go get Surtain?
Oh yeah.
That was.
I wish they would have kept it a hold. That would have fucking probably helped us out. That would have helped us out a lot now because they would have called that back all the way back. maybe our defense would have fucking held up. But what do you think about it? You think it was a hold, or you think it was just they was right for them to pick up that flag?
I think that he grinded his body into him. That should have been a penalty, because that would have been, if any of our guys would have did that to a quarterback,
Definitely, it's a penalty.
That would have been a penalty.
Definitely a penalty. If Max Crosby does that to Bo Nix, it's called. It's being called. I don't give a fuck what anybody says to me. Nobody can change my mind. Nobody can change my mind on that. But if Max Crosby does that to Bo Nix on an interception like that, they're definitely calling that shit and definitely not picking up that flag.
Then we would have had it up to 2. And then we would have had to drive fucking 99 yards.
I mean, I'm not gonna blame the loss on that either, but like that is the Raiders and all that shit. It's just that picking up the flag right there is just bullshit. Like, what you already threw the flag, you already seen that it was, you seen the fucking jersey being held and being okay. It was a quarterback on that shit. But if that is in any way flipped around, dog, that's not being picked up. If the flag's already thrown, they're definitely not fucking doing us any favors and picking it up. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just not.
I know that. It always happens to us that way. Well, Gabe, I'm done.
Well, me too, dog.
Me too.
Me too.
First of all, I want to thank everybody.
I'm fucking drained, dog. And I'm gonna go fucking inside right now, and I'm gonna probably put on a movie and fall asleep during the first opening credits.
Yeah. What movie are you gonna watch?
I don't know.
Because I know eventually during the season you're gonna have to watch Barbie.
Oh, fuck it.
I seen number 9 out there. I seen number 9 out there.
Touched the quarterback.
You got close.
He got close.
About 10 feet.
Yeah. But let's go, man. We gotta get it. I mean, regardless of how today was, man. I mean, we can be as mad as fuck as we want, but Tuesday, guess we'll put all the focus back on Pittsburgh. That's another big game. They're one game ahead of us, so we gotta start hunting those teams down if we want to fucking do anything. So
we'll start talking about Pittsburgh. We'll basically, if Lowe has any input on this game, I'm sure he'll say his spiel on it. But me and Gabe are pretty much done with it.
Yeah,
I want to thank you guys. That were in the chat. If I didn't get your name, please understand. We're on every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday nights at 7:00. Today we went to 8. So
Sundays we should probably keep at 8. Sundays will probably be 8 because I like the 8:00 time on Sundays. It's cool because I mean nobody's working, so we know we could get here at 8. But the other day 7, and going back to work the next day early as fuck too. So it's like that's why we changed it to 7. You know what I mean? So we could at least get to bed at a cool time. You know what I mean? Especially when we gotta wake sometimes up at 3-4 in the morning. So during the week 7:00, Sundays 8:00. That'll probably talk about it. We'll talk about it more behind the scenes with Lowe and all that shit. But hopefully that'll probably be the time slots.
And we're always gonna be Raider fans. We just talk about it differently. All of us have different views, different opinions, and we hope that brings that out of you, bro. I want to thank everybody for being on the show. Lowe will be back strong and hard Tuesday, and Gabe and myself will be here also. So thank you guys very much for being here, and then you know how we do it, Gabe, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Raiders.
I gotta go tell my wife to fucking,
till we die.
Help me get over this loss. Peace out. Yes, sir.